Angus MacNeil.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Prime Minister, about 4 years ago just now, I was comparing your predecessor to Gloria Gaynor, because she will survive. And at that very moment, there was perhaps a young Lochadvar type making his resignation statement in the House of Commons at that moment. Can you remember who that was?
Mr. MacNeil, you have to.
It was yourself, Prime Minister. I was just checking that. You're a bit of a trendsetter in that regard.
Yes.
But when it seems from the rumours I'm hearing from Conservative MPs that you're beyond Gloria Gaynor. You're more the Paul Young, and you want to tear the playhouse down. And the warning they're getting is, if it's a sure destruction of the Prime Minister, you might make it mutual. You might call a general election of a cull of Tory MPs, something, of course, that would be very welcome in many sides. But the point of clarification and disagreement that some of us have had in light of powers being taken away from the Fixed Term Parliament Act, do you need the permission of the Queen, or do you just need to inform the Queen to hold an election?
No, I really don't think that anybody in this country wants politicians to be engaged in electioneering now or in the immediate future. And I think that we need to get on with serving our voters and dealing with the issues that they care about.
So your nervy backbenchers are okay. Interestingly, we've had some difficulty in the International Trade Committee with CRAG and the triggering of the process to bring about this, and you get a note about this in Parliament. We look for an extension of CRAG. But I also want to put it to you, Prime Minister, Brexit is a 5% damage to GDP, and these trade agreements you're signing up to are a minor part. I mean, they're 0.08% of GDP. It's equivalent to going out and losing £500 and coming back with £8 or £2, it could be in the case of New Zealand, and thinking you've done well. Is the Brexit process and the trade agreement process good for the economy, given what your own figures are saying?
Yes, I think that they are. And
so if you lose £500 and come back with £8, you'll tell us all you're having a good day.
It was the ability to set our own medicines policy that enabled us to come out of the to vaccinate everybody.
Every country's done that. Come on. And the death rates of we can trade that. I'm asking you a specific economic question.
Fair-minded people.
What about 5%?
Order.
Can you answer
Order. Prime Minister.
Thank you. Prime Minister, can you answer
Prime Minister.
Can you answer the question?
Yes. So to your point, Mr. MacNeil, about the economic benefits, just one. In addition to the free ports, free trade deals, the ability to vary regulation, and all the rest of it, I would point out that by being able to vaccinate faster than a lot of other, I think virtually every other European country, was able to come out of lockdown, which was a considerable economic
question, not a vaccines question.
Mr. MacNeil.
But I don't want to answer the vaccines. Because time is short. Thank you. If you can't see the difference between £500 take away £8 and note that he's out of pocket, we have to leave that there, and the public can make up their own mind about the Prime Minister. Prime Minister, something else that's concerning many of my constituents is EGNOS. You might not know that it's a European geostationary navigational overlay system. It's a 3D system for aircraft in the air. The UK is the only G20 country without such a facility. It's affecting the training of pilots as well. Will you get the UK back into EGNOS quickly, or have an equivalent 3G navigation system in the air in place soon? It's required.
Well, thank you. That is a very interesting suggestion. I'll happily look at that. We do have a pioneering low Earth orbit system of satellites called OneWeb, as I'm sure you know. But
it's of no use to aircraft at the moment.
I don't know whether that's of any use.
No.
Perhaps you'll write to us on that matter.
Yeah, thank you. Prime Minister, you're a fan of Imperial system. You want to have Imperial measures.
Well, I think people, if people want to have them, I don't think that.
How easy is the system? I mean, how many ounces are in a pound?
No, I'm not going to. I'm afraid I was brought up in the.
So you don't know how many ounces are in a pound? The basics of the Imperial system.
I think there are 16 ounces.
Mr. MacNeil, we can't hear either of you what you're saying.
16 ounces to a pound.
16 ounces.
16 ounces to a pound.
I would tax you with pounds in a stone then.
But I've got to make a confession. I was educated all over the place, and I can do metric as well. Let me put it that way.
So the Prime Minister of the UK is more adept in the metric system. Excellent.
I can tell you what I think of my weight in stone. How about that?
Okay, thank you very much. And probably put your mind at rest. I mean, I've heard mention of Sweden, Finland and Scotland. I have no questions to ask about independence of Scotland. It's not a matter for you, it's a matter for the people of Scotland.
Yep.
It will be decided in Scotland. And I think, Prime Minister, that's about all that we need to discuss at the moment. Thank you. Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. MacNeil.